It's been almost 8 years since we've had a Champions Trophy and already sparks are flying. We saw a couple of Pakistanis get fined for their behaviour against South Africa in the Tri-Nation Series. South Africa are not winning any ODIs. England, they were smashed by India. And Australia, they're just doing what they always do, lose before big ICC events. Who is going to take the trophy and what do the teams look like? Bangladesh is coming into this tournament to win it. Massive statement made before their match against India, and from a bowling perspective, I can I can see something there. I can see a recipe for success. Rana, 150 pace guy, Tuskin Ahmed, very effective in the power play, gets the ball to move around. Some really good spinners in the middle, but the guy that I'm looking at is the Fizz. Their trusted old steed, the Fizz, with all of his variations, especially on the flat pitches. Now the batting is where this argument kind of falls flat for me. They hardly ever get off to good starts. The Magician and Mamadullah always needs to get them out of trouble. If they can kind of give those two a platform, then maybe we can see a possible good result for Bangladesh. Now, New Zealand for me is one of those teams that people like to call a very complete team. Now, if we even add the fact that they're probably the best fielding side, I will definitely give them that title. And, when you're playing on flat pitches and you have to defend something like 400 runs, the difference at the end of the day could be the fielding. They've got some brilliant batters, King Kane Williamson, Daryl Mitchell has proven how good he is in ODIs. Glenn Phillips just scored his maiden ODI. What a good time for that to happen. My only thing is I wonder if they have enough power to capitalize on those really, really flat carpets. From a bowling perspective, O'Rourke has, been phenomenal, in every kind of format that he's played in. If Lockie Ferguson is fit though, I think he's going to be the man. Those really threatening bounces into the pitch seems to be the way to go on the flat pitches of Pakistan. I think they'll get enough movement up front in Dubai, and they've got some really good spinners in the middle to tighten things up and to even take wickets. New Zealand, I think they've got a good chance to go to the playoffs, might even go all the way in this one. India are without a doubt one of the favourites of the tournament. They are. Every format they play, they're a favourite. They've deserved that. Interesting thing for me is they play all of their matches at the same location. Now, there's no two ways around it. That is a big advantage for India. They never have to travel. They get used to conditions. So big advantage for India. I'm not going to be surprised if somewhere in the middle of the tournament, people are going to realize, maybe we should have thought of that, and then they're going to complain about it. But you didn't think about it, so now it is what it is. One of the biggest talking points, all of the spinners Gambia picked. Now, if you look at some of the ODI records, Scotland, UAE, Canada, the Pacers took the most wickets. But this time, however, I'm going to go and agree with Gambia. You need to take into account that New Zealand, Bangladesh, Pakistan are playing most of their matches in Pakistan, where I'm telling you right now, from what I've seen in this tri-series, the ball isn't turning. Now, for them to come over to Dubai and then all of a sudden get to pitches where it's definitely going to turn a lot more, I think India can really use that to their advantage. For me, I feel like Shreyas Iyer is going to be the big man to watch. I would also like to see Akshar slotting in a bit earlier in the top 4 because, good bowling attacks, Pakistan, New Zealand, Bangladesh also have a very good bowling attack. For them to be able to settle in on a line and a length, the spinners getting comfortable as well in rhythm with 5 right-handed batters, it would be nice to see a bit of a mix-up in there with Akshar. Like I said, Shreyas Iyer for me is the man of the tournament. I'm just a bit concerned about India's power at the back. If you leave out Jadeja, I'm not sure if KL Rahul can really do that proper finishing job and get India those big scores. So for me, Jadeja has to be in there. Him and Hardik could also play big parts for the bat for India at the back. I almost forgot Arshdeep Singh has to play. If it's going to be a battle between Rana and Arshdeep, the power play wickets in this tournament are going to be the most important. You want that guy, you want Singh to be up there and taking those wickets for you. Pakistan, the interesting thing for me about this is that, as we've seen in the last few months, Pakistan performs a hell of a lot better when they're not playing in Pakistan. So, the fact that Pakistan have to play India and Dubai, It might just even out the playing field even just a bit. I still think India is a much more dominant side, but I actually think it's better for Pakistan to play India in Dubai than in Pakistan. The batters, Rizwan, clutch as hell. Babar Azam, if he doesn't make a big score in this tournament, especially in Pakistan, I really don't know that much about his future. Fakhar Zaman, ODI World Cup against New Zealand, we've seen him do some miraculous things, so very excited for him at the top. I think Salman Ali Agha, saying that one correctly, he's going to be key with the bat and with the ball. In South Africa, his ability with the ball as a spinner was very underplayed, but he was very effective. So I feel like he might surprise us. Abrar is a fantastic spinner. They've had problems in the power play with taking wickets. In Dubai, again, probably a better chance. In Pakistan, if teams get off to a flyer, 90, 100, 110, I'm just not sure how Pakistan is going to be able to pull that back. Haris Rauf will be key in the middle, solid bouncers, probably the best bouncer in the game. That is going to be key. I think he's going to be a standout bowler for Pakistan. Can they make the playoffs? If whoever wins between New Zealand and Pakistan on Wednesday, start of the tournament, it's gonna decide a lot of things. So if they win against New Zealand, maybe, but New Zealand can still beat India. So yes, Group B is probably more the group of death B than Group A, but don't be surprised if there's going to be some surprises in Group A.